All right, and welcome back to episode 09 Tree. 09 Tree. We are a killer, man. We could call for fire right now if you need a 09 Tree of the OK podcast, powered by the Strength Co. as seen on my blue shirt. Jordy, fix it and post. This is a blue shirt. It's a black flag, but it's a blue shirt. Episode 093 of the OK podcast, powered by the Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi. We're recording live from behind the orange curtain, as they call it here in Orange County, California. But I'm not alone. I'm joined by guests. But before we get to that, the price of Bitcoin today is $92,309.76. So everyone worrying, don't worry. Okay. When we get Greenland, we're going to mine so much Bitcoin, you're going to get tired of it. You're going to listen to the podcast just to hear that Bitcoin hit the moon. Okay. Every time we say it. So it happens. So buy the dip. If you want to call this a dip, it's a dip to me. Buy the dip. $92,000, $92,309.76. Today's date is Monday, the 19th of January in the year of our Lord 2026. And we just finished the national championship college football, which kind of brings this part of the show down to a close. We got to get through the Super Bowl. And then we're going to have guests again. We're supposed to have a guest today, but we canceled on our guest. Usually we like to complain about guests canceling on us. We canceled on him. We said, hey, thanks for locking in that time slot 2 weeks in advance. We're the host. You're the guest. And guess what? The home team gets home team advantage. So we canceled on him. He's from Texas.
Power move.
Speaking of Texas, per capita. Speaking of Texas, Trey's from Texas. I can tell by the way he's two-stepping around the room. And I'm going to guess that he's joining us from Marlboro, Texas. Is there Marlboro? I feel like you guys smoke a lot of. I feel like you guys smoke a lot of cigarettes in Texas. There's got to be a Marlboro, Texas.
Cowboy killers, right?
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
there's a Marlboro.
Maybe it's outlawed in Texas.
I know that.
Ooh, that's a great city.
Let me spell it like
Marlboro.
It's not that I know anything about those.
Or just spell it like Marlboro. Marlboro, Texas. Nope, doesn't exist.
I'm not seeing that yet.
Okay, first time, guys. First time. There's a first time for everything. Indiana just won the national championship. Is that their first time? That's their first time, right?
Gotta be.
There's a neighborhood in Killeen. Marlboro Heights. Maybe that's what you're confused about.
They're working on becoming an unincorporated township.
I knew
a gated neighborhood.
So there is a Marlboro, Texas, right? I didn't say it had to be a city.
It's a neighborhood.
You look like you're behind a gate right now. So I'm like 6 for 6.
Community.
I'm 6 for 6. And also joining us, so that's Mr. Robert Trey Gottlich III. He's got 3 girls under the age of 3, which I think we can say for 3 years. And then we'll have to, well, but I'm still right. Also joining us from the 3 under 3 sounds better. It's better hashtag. I don't think anyone hashtags anymore. But also joining us from the Greater Salt Lake City area. Someone might just call it Salt Lake, not me. No. Currently not in a drilling status. Major type. Jeffrey Biggie. You say it Biggie, like Smalls. Future host of the Killer Bees, which is a kids show that people in Australia will watch. And they will say, it's really crazy. My kids watch these 2 American Marines dance around the TV and sing about potatoes. And that's going to happen someday. I know it. I believe it. But yeah, episode 093, a lot to talk about. We just finished the national championship. We totally synced it up. So right as the game ended, we would start the podcast because we're football guys. Like we're not going to miss the game. So congratulations to Indiana.
The first ones talking about it.
Literally we're the first ones talking about it. Congratulations to Indiana Hoosiers for, it's like you're excited about it. Hey, there's this team, there's this coach. He doesn't wear an undershirt under his V-necks, all that stuff. And then when it's like the national championship, you realize no one cares about this game. Like no one cares. No one's watching. I guarantee views were down. Like no one cares because you didn't have the SEC in there playing. Anyone could beat Miami. you could beat Miami against short grass. Okay,
they're from the ACC.
But you need an SEC team. Yeah, they're the ACC. You tracking?
We
Duke
almost
to
had
the champions?
we almost had an ACC national champion.
Crazy.
It was in Miami, and Indiana had more fans there than Miami.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark Cuban and Obama.
Wait, did Mark Cuban go to Indiana? What's his association with that?
Yeah, he went to Indiana. The largest alumni. Indiana. Mark Cuban. Google me. Mark Cuban transformed Indiana. Yeah, he just crushed it. Why did Mark Cuban go to Indiana University? He went there because it offered the cheapest tuition among top business schools at the time, allowing him to get quality education and graduate in 1981 from the Kelley School of Business. He also chose him for their basketball program, which influenced his entrepreneurial journey. All that's right off the cuff. I didn't ask Chat, Grant, GPT, or anybody.
It's just great knowledge. Yeah.
Today is a busy day, and it's one of those staff meetings where we're on a time crunch. It's one of those times where we tell you up front, hey, listen, guys, we're on a time crunch. And we'll probably still go for 90 minutes, so don't worry.
Yeah.
And with that, I think I've gotten my druthers, as they say over on the Massonomics podcast. I'll turn it over to 3. But first, let me tell you, this podcast is brought to you by BW Tax. BWTaxLLC.com. We'll play a cool ad later. Somebody will nail it.
Yeah.
I talked to BW this week. He's looking good. He's looking trim. He's lifting. He's dadding, and he's answering the phone when you call. And he's always alive. That's why his body is warm. So BW Tax, we appreciate you keeping your body warm by breathing and always being alive. And with that, turn it over to the 3.
Okay, as alluded to earlier, we're on a time crunch here. All right, we got to get in, get out, be bold, be brilliant, be brief, be beautiful, whatever the saying is. Okay, so I want executive level briefs from all shops here. Okay, executive level. Everyone knows what that means. And I'm sure also we had the read ahead. I'm sure everyone read the read ahead. There was the read ahead and the notes and the LOI that got distributed to the SharePoint.
Hey, real quick, Trash 5, Trash 6, sir, just so you know, the slides that are there in your read ahead, I printed 2 hours before. Everyone actually updated the slides 2 minutes before. So all the slides in front of you right now, sir, are going to be out of date. So don't use those. Just look at the PowerPoint and rely on the executive briefs. No, yeah. No, I get it. You guys doing the Lord's work. Appreciate what you do for the team. 3. Go ahead.
All right. Well, then, okay. Let's kick it over to the 1. Remember, we just want executive level, just, big wave top items, big blue arrows, no little blue arrows or little green arrows or red arrows or any other color arrows. Ones. We just want big blue ones.
I'm trying at you.
Sir, I got my slides in on time, not to brag, but so whatever you're seeing, that's accurate. Nothing's really changed from that. I just want to say I'm really excited to hear Lieutenant Johnson. Is that the new S2 that we have? I'm excited to hear his brief, sir. It really motivated me last week. So nothing really for the group, sir. Thank you.
Very executive.
Good brief.
Okay, Deuce. Let's kick it over to our lieutenant that has already garnered so much fame and notoriety around the battalion.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Sergeant Major. Good evening, commanders and staff of Trash Battalion. Lieutenant Johnson here. I just want to say really glad to be here today and to work. I just want to update you on the pucks that are around the globe and everything that's happened from a Deuce perspective. Trump still wants Greenland. That's what that puck is. That's actually a hockey puck that I threw up there, and he wants Greenland, so we're probably going to get Greenland, which is really cool. I'm hoping I get to go over there and do some intel, maybe bring them their first laminating machine when they become the 51st state. There's also another puck in Canada. We also want to take over Canada, and I've done some modeling with my S2 software, and it looks like that we could actually take over Canada rather easily, kind of like how we did with the Gulf of Mexico, which is now the Gulf of America. We just said it's now the Gulf of America. So we think we get Canada. We think we get Greenland. There's a lot that I can't talk about today. It would be on the high side, but I want you guys to know that I put in a new S2 briefing room at the top of Sheep Hill on Camp Pendleton. And so if you want to join me for PT, I'll run you to the top of the hill. Make sure you have TS SCI included. Come inside and I will brief you on the updates of what it looks like on America taking over the entire world. Besides that, sir, I have nothing further for the group. I did just run my PFT. I know it's only January. I got a 300 S2. Sir, whenever you want to give me a call sign, I'll be happy to take it. But for now, I'll just continue to be the deuce out.
Wow.
Deuce, man.
Good brief. We'll work on the executive level portion of that. But hey, you're a young lieutenant there, still wet behind the ears, fresh out of TBS and IOC, which we all know you won't let us forget that you did go to IOC. Even though
yes, sir, I did go to IOC. I actually was second in my class, and my instructor there told me to tell you that I was ridden hard and put away wet. I don't know what that means. I'm from Indiana. I think he was from Texas, so it probably has some kind of Texas meaning, like a short or a longhorn. I'm really not too sure, but with that, sir, I digress.
Okay, well, all right. We'll cover operations here. Good use of the word digress. Excellent word. Excellent staff word to use. Okay, I will ingress onto my brief. As we do to the objective, and trash is still the main priority. All right, we've got some new stuff coming down from PP&O and PPNI, DD and CIG.
Hey, real quick, three. Sorry to cut you off there, Major. Trash six here. I just want to say, there's things that I can't always say in this kind of platform. Deuce alluded to it. You got to get to the top of Sheep Bleep Hill to get the good stuff. I just want to say, you may see a Secretary of Trash Twitter handle, and we're just calling them Sec Trash.
Trash.
It's the trash priorities going above trash battalion. Okay. We're making real impacts, and that's because of what you guys do on a daily basis. It's those heart forms. Okay. It's those DEOC surveys. All right. It's that kind of stuff. And we're going to have a Sec Trash. Okay. Secretary of Trash. And we're real excited about that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Trash Six out.
Oh, thank you, Trash Six. Yep, still a little bit of my thunder there. That's all right. I won't be bitter about it. I just was going to announce that coming down. Well, we got. Let's just kick it over to the four shop. You got it. Let's hear logistics.
That's you, Trey.
So as far as the four shop, good news, bad news. We had some new dumpsters come back online. Probably 3, but. Also bad news, 3 other dumpsters also went down. So we're at a net 0 on that. Getting ready for phase mode still.
Hey, real quick, just talk to me like I'm a
I thought you stepped
private. Out. When you say dumpsters go down, I mean, last time a dumpster is just a large receptacle for trash. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly? What? I guess I'm just a little confused on what it is that's not work. Are we unable to hoist the trash into the dumpster? Is there new regulations on what kind of trash can go? Like, what makes a dumpster go down?
Oh, yes, sir.
When I grew up, where I grew up, okay, old core dumpsters didn't go down. Okay, you just put more trash in them.
No, yes, sir. I could get into a lot of detail, sir, but
yeah, please do.
If you want me, of course, yeah, of course.
I want to talk offline. I want to talk now. Okay.
Yes, sir. There was a more admin that came down.
A sidebar in front of everybody.
Yes, sir. There was a more admin that came down that that basically said the service life of a dumpster was X amount of years, and once you hit that it then became trash at that point. So that's basically what we're dealing with, is that once they start getting close to the end of that service life, they are then trash, and then we are waiting for new ones to come back online.
So we need to dispose of the.
Sir, if I wrote, I did not. Yeah, I didn't write the moral admin. Yeah,
listen,
no, it just came down.
I'm not a moral admin guy, and you keep your jokes to yourself. Okay, this is an executive level brief. Jokes generally don't go well to executives. I want a white paper. I want a white letter. White paper. Use white paper,
Ooh.
And I want you to write how to fix this problem. I'll make sure those that I know in the wings community see it, and we get that seen by top level eyes.
Wings.
That's where you say yes, sir. There.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah.
Major. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Great brief for here we go. Kicking on down to the any medical folks on deck here. We got our medical officer or our dentist, chief, any of our chiefs. Nope, they're still at the goat locker. Okay, we'll kick it over to the S6. S6, what you got for us?
That's how you train.
Sir, nothing for the group this week.
Great
yeah.
brief.
Executive.
Great brief.
Very executive.
Great brief.
High level.
Wow.
Not getting down in the weeds. Not reading off the slide. Great brief. Great brief. 6.
Great brief.
Love what you
Great
do,
brief.
Commo.
Yep. Yep. Deuce. Spend some time with the 6. Okay. Spend some time with the 6. You're not often you get a commo with a 285 PFT. So we're blessed here in Trash Battalion. You spend some time with the 6.
Okay, well, we'll kick it over to any special staff. Sorry, Major, you got anything? You got any words of wisdom for us?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, sir. I was just checking my phone to see if any new mall admins come out since the meeting started. We've been working on the PME tracker. We got a new PME tracker, and the PME tracker is just the most legit tracker we've ever had in terms of PME. And you remember that PME is a priority for me, and it's a priority for you. And if I'm talking about PME, then that means I'm interested. And if I'm interested, that means you're fascinated, and that means that you're young devil dogs, freaking daggone hyper fascinated for PME. So we got some new opportunities to go to sergeant's course, the same ones we've always had, but it's a new year, so we got new opportunities to go. And don't forget, check up on your mental health. No, that's besides that, sir. I got nothing else for the group. Appreciate it.
Sergeant Major Bobby Buege.
Some great wisdom there from Sergeant Major. I hope you are all taking notes and you're right in the reins there. Good to go. Good trash. Okay, we got some outlying stations, and then we'll kick around the room for any saved rounds. Alibis and other things. Okay, first outlying station. Former guest, good friend of the podcast, Big Daddy Shep checking in, still driving, and which for this podcast is technically on brand, and he's not wrong. He is not wrong about that.
Auburn. Just want to make sure that in 2026 it's the top word for the year.
Right?
So
yeah. Can't let that
4 times there. Yeah, we want to keep that streak alive.
Keep a good 4-1 ratio.
I forgot. Yeah, that was
Auburn. I don't even know how it was Auburn, but it was Auburn.
This is an Auburn podcast, right?
Auburn.
Auburn's so good. All right, next up, Outlying Station. We got Chaplain here. Thank you for the shout out last week for the potential future sponsor, Floral Designs by K. I want to remind you.
We did shout that out. I forgot about that.
If you have any FOPs relating to weddings, go ahead and make sure you connect with the Flower 6 over Teams. Take care of that for you. Also, with all the walk and talk going on lately, just remind you that we have a call to, I don't know how to say that. Therefore, I, the prisoner of the Lord, urge you to walk in a manner worthy of calling with which you have been called to with all humanity and gentleness, with practice, bearing with one another in love. 3, being diligent to keep the unity of the Spirit and the bond of peace. Not only should we be seeking out to get our 10,000 steps daily in the new year, we should be looking to make sure that the manner that we are walking in our life is honoring the Lord, and that this is following, and that it is following after him. Walk worthy and secure that trash. Over.
Is it Chaplain homework? Trash six here, Chaplain. A little homework for you. Is there anything in the Bible that says running a mile every day is a sin? Because I'd really like that verse right now to get out of this run a mile every day. So if you could just find me a verse, yeah. Thanks for what you do, chaps.
I'm sure in some ancient translation somewhere at some point, that might be in there somewhere. So we'll go ahead. We'll get AI searching for that one.
Yeah.
We've got the Massonomics boys checking in. Anyone ever wonder why simple guard duty is called Firewatch? How often do random fires really start? Never seen one in all the times I was on Firewatch. But maybe us watching is all that it keeps, or all it actually takes to keep fires away. It really makes you think.
Yeah, never really did wonder why it was called Firewatch. It should be called like Drunk Watch, or Suicide Watch, or
just miserable watch.
Yeah,
all right, and then the last Outlying Station is from another former guest and friend of the podcast, Andy Herbert. He says, "Are we still promoting BW Tax?" It sounds like he's not listening.
Can I still call you XO?
Sounds like maybe he's not a listener anymore. That's what I'm
hearing. I got some Outlying Stations that I think I could pull up. We get some comments on Spotify. If you're not watching on Spotify, you can actually watch the video on Spotify. So make sure you go do that. If you're not watching on freaking dag on YouTube, you should be watching on YouTube. Really, if you're not watching the podcast, you're only getting about 99% of the value. And we want to make sure that you get the last 1%. So you want to make sure you go and watch it. Turns out I can't pull up the comments, but the comment was something along the lines of, it's from Tim Bain, future guest, fan of the podcast. It was something along the lines of, can't wait for Mrs. Broggi to come up with, I'm paraphrasing, but like basically he's obviously a Patriots fan. He's from Hanover, Mass. So he likes Drake May's wife, Bakemas, which was where she baked every day for Christmas. And he wants my mother to do that, where it said something about a pound cake. I think she sent Trey a pound cake. Trey, has a pound cake showed up yet? Has my mother failed on that?
Unless Abby's hidden it from me, which
it's probably in the mail with your paycheck. Yeah.
Oh, the paycheck.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's in the mail. Anyway, so we appreciate the comments on Spotify. We're going to be better real soon. Maybe we'll talk about Starlink in the show, but I'm just telling you, we're going to be better soon. I'm going to have my device with all the answers to life in my hand probably by next week when we record. And we'll be able to get you those comments. But all right, episode 093, we're on a time crunch, so we only did a 24-minute intro versus a 30-minute intro. You're welcome. But I mean, we wouldn't want to forget the Outlying Stations.
No, we can't. They're just important, right? They're dispersed across the battle space, so we need to know them, that they still are a part of the team. One team, one fight, hoorah! Real quick, we kind of touched on it a little bit with that last Outlying Station. I've been hearing a lot of tax sponsors popping up on various podcasts.
Have you really?
And I just want to say, like, those tax people that they're promoting on those are amateurs, right? They're not worried about taxes 365. They're not trying to get the word out there 365 days a year, like BW is. So stay away from tax. Well, I won't even name their names, but certain, high profile tax websites. Don't worry about those.
Let's just do a sidebar real quick. And I'm curious now, because we are now what we would call an executive level podcast with the amount of listeners that we have. What kind of other podcasts have tax people? What tax
podcast?
Joe Rogan.
what do you? Joe Rogan. Well, he's got a tax guy.
Yeah, I think it was
and
like
it's not
tax.
BW.
I'm shocked. I was shocked as well. Apparently,
Was it TurboTax?
It was either that or Tax Slayer. I was one of those.
Slayer. Yeah. Good name.
Yeah, they're popping up.
Man.
They're popping up, but
BW is way better.
they're not dedicated to the craft like BW is.
Well, you can't guarantee they're always alive either.
That's true. You don't know how warm their bodies are.
Never know. Probably cold. Imagine a cold guy doing your taxes. Frozen hands. Can't even fill out. Can't even fill out.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. I hate it.
Shaking so much, he's hitting 8s instead of 7s and 0s instead of 9s.
How many dependents? 100? No,
100?
1.
Yeah. He's like getting stopped by red tape instead of just like plowing through it. Yeah. Don't listen to Joe Rogan. Why would you listen to that guy? Yeah. So what do you get? Ben Affleck. Okay. You want Ben Affleck memes? You just call me. All right. You don't need to actually listen to Ben Affleck on Joe Rogan.
That was a good episode, though. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. It was
yeah. So I've done Joe Rogan like I've always done Joe Rogan. I've never watched Joe Rogan or listened. I just like watch the 5-minute clips wherever they find pop up. For me, it's usually X. And so, no, I feel like I can confidently say great episode with Ben Affleck, where in reality, I probably consumed 11 minutes of it. And I'm sure it was like 19 hours long. But yeah, I feel like I got
close.
The gist. Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Okay.
2.5.
Maybe I'll watch the whole thing.
What's their new movie that they were promoting?
The Rip Ito.
Oh,
the Rip Ito.
The Rip Ito.
Yeah, the Rip. Yeah, I watched the Rip. Did you watch the Rip?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
I have not yet. No.
Okay.
What you think?
So, I talked to some folks that watched the Rip. So I actually saw the Rip a lot because I interact with Starting Strength account a lot on X. And they kept making memes about like the Rip, and it was like Mark Ripito. It's just like good on him. There was a show coming out called The Brogue. I'd be doing the same thing.
Oh yeah.
And I think people had like really high expectation. Here's what I would say, and I could be wrong on this. I'm a guy that grew up and watched like 4 movies before the age of 18. So it was like Davy Crockett and the River Pirates, Daniel Boone, and like Five Goes
Swiss
West.
Family Robinson.
Oh yeah, you're right. There was 5. Swiss Family Robinson, Sound of Music. There's probably 10, Sound of Music. Yeah, that was there. Five Will Never Win East, which was weird. He always goes west.
Always goes west.
Yeah, Land Before Time. There's like 10. 10 Commandments is a funny one because we actually had some theological differences with some of the way things were portrayed. So like we watched it, but we'd fast forward through, areas.
And you critique some of it. Yeah.
Yeah. We'd stop. We'd do a Bible study in the middle. Same with the Jesus film. Got some, issues with that. Left Behind though was cool. Let's just watch about us all getting chased around by the Antichrist. That'll make 9-year-olds sleep great. In any event, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, when I hear that a movie has top level actors and is not being released in theaters, and like I want to say, I'm also very pro not being released in theaters. You know what's great about it not being released in theaters? I don't have to get off of my butt. I don't have to plan. I don't need a babysitter. I can just like sit on my couch and I can decide like I'm going to pay $7.99 to buy this movie. And if 30 minutes into the movie, I'm not interested, I'm just like sunk cost, all done. It would have been $50 to go see the movie, which I know Netflix's subscription is different. Say all that to say, when I watch a Netflix movie, in my mind, I'm like, this has the potential to be a good movie, but it's like a different thing. It's like down a category, like The Town, Goodfellas, a lot of these movies, they're like generational movies. Like I will watch them over and over. And when I watch a Netflix movie, it's like, I'm going to watch this one time. I hope for 120 minutes, I really enjoy this. And then that'll be that. That'll be done. And I think The Rip is a totally fine entertaining movie that you'd watch one time. I was entertained. I don't have any one-liners. I don't want to pretend to be anyone from the movie. It's just like, yep, that existed. I watched it and we're done. That's what
So
I
it's
thought.
one like you can see it once and you're like, that's good.
Yeah. Like if you didn't watch it, you didn't miss anything. Yeah. But if you watched it, you're going to like it. You're going to be like, good movie. Yeah, no, it's better than Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
There's something new with Star Trek last night, and it was up last night.
There?
I don't know. There's something new. There was a playoff game. Playoff game ended. Go to bedtime. Come back from bedtime. There's like things going on, like whatever channel you're on, like Fox or CBS, and now it's like doing Golden Emmys or I don't know. But there was like people on there doing like Spock fingers and Star Trek, and I was like, oh man, I love Lord of the Rings.
You correctly identified that as Spock fingers. Yeah. I'm impressed.
They said, what do they say when they do this? They say something.
Live long and prosper.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah. Live long and prosper. Because it's like,
I love you.
Live long, prosper. Yeah.
That was the original
for the ages.
Original cut, but they changed it.
Yeah, it was a bye-bye. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Need the director's cut.
Bye-bye. I love you.
All right. Should we start the show? Hey,
let's get this show started. I think we should. Let's hear it. Let's get a tray lifting update. That's what the people are here for. Let's start this episode off right.
This same old. I missed a couple days just due to children being sick. But
have you lifted since the last recording?
Yeah, correct. I have.
Nice.
Yeah. So still on that, I guess, consistency, but nowhere near as far as it's more of just a maintaining program and I'm not really making giant jumps.
That's
at least
right.
At this point. So
yeah,
consistency is king.
Yeah, it really is. I think not just because I want to sell more plates, but I do have more empathy, sympathy per capita than I used to in terms of it's definitely more difficult with a child and a wife and work. And it's like, lifting can become a thing that, it's like you lift for you, but like you don't, you lift for your family. But I got some weights in my house. I got some weights in my gym. I can walk to my gym. So it's like very close. And today I broke out. I was going to lift this morning. My child's been sick. Kind of threw off my routine, went to work and wanted to go to the gym in the afternoon, but then like had to get back home. And I just thought, I can do something here at the warehouse. And I rolled out the old Home Depot squat stands that Jeff and I used to have in our old home gym. I mean, not the exact ones that Jeff and I had. It's probably like Gen 3 of, I think I've made, and I don't say this like, oh, I've made this many, but I'm just trying to like provide perspective. I have probably made 1,000 Home Depot buckets. So 500 sets of like, some type of 2x4 or 4x4 with concrete poured into it. I probably made 500 sets, maybe more. Like, but I can confidently say 1,000. And there was a time when the 2020 nonsense ended, and people would call the strength co and be like, "Hey, I paid for this like Home Depot squat rack. I don't want it anymore. Can I return it?" And I thought they wanted money. And I'm like, no, like you can't return it. Yeah. And they're like, no, I don't want. They're like, I don't want money. I just don't know how to throw this thing away. It's like 7 feet tall in the concrete. And I would be like, well, figure it out. Right. And I would tell them like, cut it in half and like throw it in a trash can on the street. Like just figure it out. And some people, I would just come to the Strength Co warehouse and there would just be Home Depot bucket squat racks out back. I'm not kidding. Probably, I would say 10 sets, people just literally drove up and just dropped it off. So then there was a time where I saved all of them. So I had like tons of them. And then one day I was like, this is stupid. Like I sold it. I have it back. it's like, do I save the Homer bucket? Is there like a way to like cut it, take concrete? And I'm just like, stop. So I just cut them all in half, threw them in a dumpster from South Carolina. So I don't do that kind of stuff. But I saved one set, and Gen 3 had drill pressed holes all the way down through the thing so that you could adjust the bolt height. And in any event, long story short, it's crunch for time. I was like, I got to get something in. I rolled those bad boys out. I found some bolts. I threw it together. I put my old B&R Bergeron and Ripito bar on there. I had some 45-pound bumpers that had been returned. There's nothing wrong with them. I loaded 315. I squatted 5x5, and it took me back. It took me back. But I still have to say, awesome. What you need is a squat rack everywhere. You need them in your house. You need them in your nursery. You need them at your church. You need them in your gym. You need them in your garage. You need them in your backyard. You know what that means? It means you need more plates, cast iron, bumpers, you name it. You need more barbells. I'm your guy. Give me a call. We'll set you up.
Love it. Okay. I want to hear these we didn't hit it last time. We got crunched on time. We were not doing an executive level brief last time, but this time we did. So we've gotten the extra time. We traded time. Yeah. We traded space for time. So we've got time now. We need to exploit the surfaces or exploit the gaps and and stay away from the surfaces and all that stuff. Yep. So let's get an X update. Or like the comments.
Let me get to X. I'm on there. I'm looking for some interesting ones. So I generally, if I squat, I say for those about to squat. I'm looking for one that has a lot of comments. All right, here's one. I haven't even read through these. I mean, I may have, but it's at 4:45 this AM. I was deadlifting 445 pounds, but thought I'd throw in some muscle confusion and say 4:45 this AM. But obviously, it's not 4:45 in the morning. Someone says solid time to train. I've been plateaued at the damn 4:45 range forever, my fellow 4:45er. I said, add 2.5, you'll be fine. Lies. No way it's that early in the morning with so much sunlight in your face. Morning workouts give you more energy for the day. How much sleep did you get the night before? Rah! This is where I want to be in 12 weeks. Nice work. How does it affect you the rest of the day? Always inspiring, man. Jesus Christos. Effing well done, man. That one's not very interesting. I thought there was going to be something better. Here's one that kind of went viral, like weirdly. I was in the warehouse shipping stuff, and I took a photo of 1.25s and 0.75s, like just like this. There's like 4 little iron plates sitting on a table. And I just said, believe it or not, this is what you actually need to get strong. And, I'm just like in there trying to do stuff. It's got 27,000 views, 415 likes, 46 comments. I might be ordering those from you soon. I actually bring mine to the gym. The old school gym where I used to train, those are called record breakers. 100% correct. Progressive increase each week. Set the stage for growth. Yep. Got a full set at our SS Houston gym does too. I actually use these strength co plates today. Game changer. I have them. I use them. Probably more workouts than not. I think Trash 6 had these thrown out at the gym, sir. So that's a listener there. His name is Greasy Salad. So whoever you are, Greasy Salad.
Good old Mr. Salad. Yeah.
Fractional plates.
Good old Greasy.
Fractional plates and the OK sign. Probably another listener. For some reason, gyms don't stock up on these. Got to get me some of those 0.75s. The infamous equalizers. You think your first max attempt was easy till you throw on these. Some of these are in stock. I got some $9 pair with free ship. Colored ones, in quotes, colored, were in stock as of earlier. And he links Walmart. And I wrote back, dude, buy American. And a bunch of people liked it. 2.5s, absolutely. But if you're using those, you're staying in the 65 to 80% range of 1 rep max range, which is where max gains happen. I replied, the 2 things that Mincer, Cultish, GVT, and Soviet-style Olympic training all agree on. Broadly speaking, the principles of progressive overload. Working in that range maximizes muscle and strength gains. If you can't bump an increment of 5 and stay in that range, you were at the lighter weight long enough. Short-term gain, long-term loss. I said, 5-pound jumps and an overhead press a lot. We might agree to disagree. I maintain that even in OHP, it is 5-pound bump too much to crank out last 5 good rep. Either you, 1, weren't working right range previously, or 2, weren't there long enough. I wonder where the gladiators lifted. Come on, Grant. We won't be able to buy plates in South Africa. Where do you inject those?
Technically, right?
Yeah, I told him you can do it now, brother. Where do you inject those? I said butt cheek. Those donuts are frosting. These work better for me than I'd like to admit. I would put these on my dick. The heaviest weights in the gym. Heaviest plates in the gym. Inch by inch, yard by yard, the gauge a crew. Amen. You aren't lifting until you are doing fractional math. Tiny, imperceptible growth adds up fast. Feels like nothing, but it's everything. Those are the heaviest plates out there. I'd like to hear more. Yes, progressive overload for the win. Weighted cock rings, ? Fractional plates have made press progression continue. The 5-pound jump was too much for me. Smaller jumps still go 5s reps and 3 sets. Progression. I've had them for as long as I can remember. Do you mean progressive overload? Weights? ? Thanks for that info. I'm gonna need a longer bar. Double progression is cheaper. I call them baby plates. This is how you progressively overload. Just because you use the word actually doesn't mean it's true. $6 million man. More is more. We like more. No. Fitomics. Shadow light dumbbell for the win. The narrative.
How many comments are there?
46.
Got a whole set of them. Not Soul Walker. 100%. And then someone just posted a lady in a cowboy hat sitting on a truck bed, and it says, if you know, you know. And those are 46 comments. There you go.
That last one was Pete Hitzek. Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, Sec War. Formerly Sec Trash.
Wow. Great
so there's at least 2 Marines in there. There's at least 2 Marines in there talking about cock rings.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
Mom, but like Marines would just, they just make those kind of comments. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably a chaplain. Yeah.
Probably a chaplain.
Probably a chaplain.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like the one before where pretty cool. The one before where it was 4:55, 4:45?
4:45, yeah.
4:45 a.m. And everyone's like, just focus on the time.
There's way too much sunlight. The angle of the sun that is coming in.
That's not 4. Where are you located?
Yeah. Where are you located? Are you in Okinawa?
So that's some comments. It's always entertaining.
I still like the one before where people were a little bit sassy.
Yeah, I got a squat. I got to open up a squat one. The squat one's where people get really upset.
The sassy comments, man.
Yeah,
those are probably my favorite.
Sassy comments.
Little sass.
Hey, that's good. You know, a little sass. Let's see. What can we do? What's tree trash? That was the top.
I was curious about that.
Top one in all caps. Tree trash.
It's feeling a little bit like Trash 6. I'll keep it brief. That's just a story that I thought was funny.
Okay.
Yeah, executive level. I got a backyard. Have a big tree in the backyard that is a fiddly fig, ficus family. Grows really big. You've seen it, Jeff. Trey, you've seen it. Dropped big leaves. In any event, had some crazy storms. 2 branches fell on my neighbors. Like when you walk outside and they got like the wooden slatted, like doesn't actually block the sun, but you could like grow plants on it. They got one of those. So 2 branches fell on that. She's probably, I'm going to say 75 to make sure that I didn't overshoot, but you know what I mean by that. And she said, hey, this thing broke. It's on mine. Could you get it for me? I had a guy come do an estimate. I can't remember if it was $300 or $350 to remove them. And I said, don't you worry about that. I'm from South Carolina. Okay. Like I got that.
25.
Yeah. No, I'll just do it. It's my tree fell on your property. This is California. I got you. And then it rained for like 5 days, and you have a child and a wife and a lot of things. All of a sudden I was like, man, it's been like 3 weeks and I have not removed these things. And so to hold myself accountable, I knocked on her door one day and I was like, hey, tomorrow morning, I am going to take care of that. So if you hear me coming through your back gate, that's me. Don't freak out. She's like, thank you. I couldn't find my saw. I found it today, of course. I did this a week ago. I found the saw today in the warehouse, but I couldn't find my saw. So I go to Home Depot. That's where we shop. And I'm looking at all these saw options. I kind of wanted to buy like an electric one, but I'm like, I don't need that. So I just bought like a Stanley, like $11, like, wood saw. I buy it, bring it home. Everything's set up. I have a 10:30 meeting, whatever morning this was. I'm out with the baby on a walk, getting my 10,000 steps. I come back in and it's like 9:10. My meeting's 5 minutes away, but I need to like shower and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I got an hour, 20 minutes. I'm going to take care of these limbs. So I go, I climb the pergola, whatever. I get up there and I'm on the roof. I'm in like flip-flops, chanclas, and like Massonomic squat shorts. And I'm like leaning because it's like falling, but it's still attached. And I'm like sawing. But I'm like, man, if I saw this thing and I let it fall into her yard, then I have to drag it through my yard. And like all the way, I got to like retain the tree so I can throw it on the front of the house. I can like walk across the roof and like throw it on the front side of her house. Then when I get down, I can just carry it all to the dumpster. So I do it and I throw it down, and I'm like, oh, let me get this other one. I grab it, I throw it down. I'm like, this one's like blocking a lot of sun from my house. Let me get this one, and I throw it down. Like, and I'm just like, and I'm up there and I'm just sawing stuff. I'm sweating, like crazy. I'm covered in, I don't know, when you tree limb
Sawdust.
crap. Yeah. And I'm just going, I'm like, this is incredible. I'm just walking across someone's roof, throwing huge tree limbs down to the sidewalk. And I cut and I cut and I cut. And I'm like, okay, I need to stop cutting so that I have time to put all these things in the dumpster. So I go down to the front. Well, first I'm like, hey, babe, hand me the blower. I'm like up on the roof with a blower. I'm like, man, being a man is awesome. I'm like basically in my underwear, just like blowing stuff, cutting stuff. Go around to the front. There's like 6 feet high, all this tree debris. I'm picking it up. I'm holding it like this and I'm walking. I'm like, this is a perfect time of day. The HOA's not here to be mad at me. I'm like separating it in all the different dumpsters because it's California and I can't just like start a fire like we would do in Texas. I'm getting it in. Overload this one dumpster. I get on top of the dumpster. I'm jumping on it. I'm stuffing the trash down. I'm making more cuts so everything fits. Then I get my blower. I'm blowing off everyone's sidewalks, leave no trace. It's like a Delta Force going in, getting the guy in Venezuela just in and out, just taking casualties. And I'm walking back to the house. I'm like, man, it's so great to be a man. Like, what? It's just awesome. You just like cut stuff. You just do stuff. Walk back to the house. Diana's in the porch. She sees me. She's like, your arm's bleeding. I'm like, yeah, it bushes, She's like, your meeting's in like 10 minutes. And I go, yeah, I wish I just paid the guy $300. There's a lot of tree trash. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. My dad always does the math. I mean, you paid him $300 and then so you basically made $300 an hour. Yeah, but Dad, what about like all the work I could have been doing? Oh, we don't think about it that way. Just you basically made $300 an hour. Yeah, okay.
That's
okay.
That's very cool math. Yeah.
You just made $300.
Yeah, made $300.
$3.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, we're getting really to the heart of all the good episodes. Issues right now.
We got a lot of listeners tuning in for our tree trash talk.
Tree trash, yeah, it's exciting.
Tree trash, you heard it here first, folks. I had like a little chow talk thing spooled up. Do we want to wait? Do we want to do that with the guest?
Yeah, push you to next week.
Okay, I like that.
Push and chow.
Push and chow.
Okay, good to go.
Sports podcast.
Check. Quick. This kind of falls under chow talk. And I was messaging a little bit with Lance Corporate about this one. Seems like the Chicago Bears might have a former food service Marine on staff somewhere because there was definitely a picture of some hot wets on the sideline. They had some hot cocoa and I think some like chicken broth or something like that. And it was in the classic like hot, wet, like, okay, you go through the food line, they've got coffee or, wherever, or if it's like cold.
Was it brown or green?
That one's broth. One of them was brown and the other one had like this like sleeve on it. You could tell, okay, hey, this is the Chicago Bears organization. They've got a little bit more money to throw around. Yeah. So it was like a thing to probably like insulate it a little bit more so it didn't lose all the heat.
Lance Corporate. If you're not following them, go follow them. Potential sponsor.
Yeah. Love a good potential sponsor.
Cool. What was his old name? Lance Captain?
It was way better. Lance Captain USMCR.
That's it. Yeah.
We love you, Lance Corporate, but man, once you got a good thing going, just keep it going.
Yeah, right.
That's what we've always said.
He's still probably doing all right.
No, I think he's doing fine. His account's bigger than ever.
Yeah, he's still probably doing pretty good.
Yeah, we got to act like we know more than he does.
But yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling we're about to talk about football, so I'm going to bring out this.
I love you.
Little mini helmet right here. This is a Riddle Speed mini helmet with a visor for people that are cheap, for people that like their friends. This is from the Army Navy game in 2021. Mr. Helmet said recently to me that he almost has the Marine Corps licensing for everything. So there's going to be some new Marine helmets coming out. So you can do that. You can do a custom helmet. Maybe you got a unit that your buddy was the commander of and you want to commemorate it with a little custom helmet. Or maybe you got a team that you like, even though you're just like mediocrity defined. But you hang your hat on 3-11-1 seasons back to back to back. And you wish you could remember those with a visor, but your buddy just no visor. No
protection of the eyeballs. No protection.
Yeah, you could get it. It's a throwback. A fullback would wear this. It's got a chin strap on there, but go get yourself a helmet. Just get a helmet. I don't know why you need it, but you probably need it. Get a full-size helmet, a small helmet. Get a visor. Don't be cheap. Okay. Upgrade that thing. Get the helmet. If you make a bet with someone, make sure that you clarify if the visor is included or not.
Yeah.
Or one person will never hear the end of it. With that, we appreciate Green Gridiron Green, Mr. Helmet, for sponsoring the podcast and keeping the bodies warm and the lights on.
The lights are on. Can confirm.
I am warm.
Man. I hope you realize, just going forward, you'll never get a visor out of me, no matter what.
You
will just get helmets, no visors.
Or what if you just get visors now?
Yeah, that's true. If I could only buy visors now, that's all.
What would be better is if you bought the visor but didn't pay the assembly fee, and then I would technically have the visor but would never figure out how to put it on, and I'd be like, he bought me the visor, but
that is true.
Patriots win a Super Bowl. I'm going to buy a little Patriots mini helmet for over there.
I feel like you need one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then,
all right. Let's do sports talk. Let's get into sports.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk pros or do you want to talk amateurs? Even though they're definitely not amateurs.
I think let's run through college real quick. Since we recorded, did we only have the championship game, or was there another?
I think that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Did you watch it, Trey?
I caught parts of it.
Okay.
I had to go walk in the middle of it.
That's the worst. Jeff, did you catch it?
I was listening to it.
I saw a little bit of the first half. We were doing like a Top Golf thing for Kaylee's
pretty
work.
Good game.
A little party.
Pretty good game.
But saw most of the second half, and that was where all the excitement was. So, yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good game.
So
Indiana looked like the better team.
Then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
close game though. Good game.
Intentionally, I did the squats right as kickoff was happening. I was like, I'll get home. I'll be a second half guy. I text my buddy Caleb Smith, friend of the podcast. And anytime there's a game on, any sports game, and you want to text someone, you could text him, and he's watching it. He's like that kind of guy. And I was like, I'm gonna be a second half guy. Let me know, keep me up to date. And I watched most of the second half. I saw the excitement, like Mendoza, 4th and 5,
Dude, that was
Cigarette
nice.
decides to go for it, goes to that big play, jumps into the end zone. What I didn't see, because I was coming out here to fire this up, and when you said game over, I assumed like a play happened that was like, oh, they didn't convert that. I mean, I know what game over means, but my point was, or my question is,
you didn't know what I meant by it.
Did Beck like drive down the field, and was there a shot? Because when I stopped watching, Miami was getting the ball. What were they down by 3?
Yeah.
Or 4?
Yeah, down
3.
So they were down by 6.
6. And then
they were down by 6 and had the ball with about a minute, a little less.
I think
than
like 140.
half,
Down 6. Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, under 2.
They drove
did they make
down.
A run?
Yeah, so they drove down. They had some good plays. They got a roughing the passer penalty, so they got 15 yards.
Debatable.
True. Got a first down. Got a couple passes. I think they made it up to like I think Indiana's 40, between their 40 and 50.
Yeah, they were around.
So they were on.
field.
Yeah, they had just passed midfield, and
I mean, that's tough to do against tall grass.
True. And he went for a little bit longer pass, and then just missed and threw an interception.
Yeah.
Defensive back.
It was just
defensive back made a good. Just kind of baited him into that throw and had some help over the top, so he's undercut the ball and picked it off.
I didn't realize like pretty much Indiana's team is all like my age. So
yeah,
there's some old boys on there, dude.
If this is like a one and done type thing, or they can sustain this, like I feel like Signetti seems like a good coach, but how much of this was this like this magic mix of like getting some key transfers players, and then that like big transfer of all the JMU players that he kind of brought with him. I'm going to be interested to see what Indiana does in the next couple years.
I think he'll be good. I think they'll be relevant. I don't know if they're going to be like national championship contenders.
Yeah.
I honestly hope from here on out, like we have 2 brand new teams that are in the national championship next year.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That no one would think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a South Carolina or South Carolina versus Auburn.
We already know it's Auburn.
You think Auburn could do it? I think they could do it, guys. I think they could do it.
Oh, guys, we got to say Auburn a couple more times.
Auburn. Guys, I think Auburn. Auburn is a team that comes to mind.
Auburn
podcast, baby. That's what we are. I don't know. I did like that. How it's just like 2 teams at the beginning of the season that you were like, oh, I would not expect these 2 teams to make it. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So
bittersweet. Sad it's over.
Seems late. My brain's totally on NFL. Like it was hard to tune in today. I'm like, I've switched gears back to our college football should be done at the first of the year.
It's true.
I'm kind of with you. Like, yeah,
dude, it's like I have like 100% switch gears. Pro football. Anyway,
yeah, because what? Like when it was the BCS, like there'd be the big
January 1st.
Yeah, well there'd be the big New Year's games, New Year's Day games, and then like the 4th.
It'd be like the 4th. It'd be like the Monday.
Yeah,
that's it.
Or like whatever. Yeah, what if it was like a I don't know what. Yeah. But it was like that next weekend, so it didn't drag on like this. So if they can sync it up so that January 1st, New Year's Day, is the college football national championship, like that would.
I think the first week, because this is, I mean, even where it is right now, and I get it, like the NFL's not until February, but I still feel like college fan base is different. But like, okay, you get people going to Thanksgiving. No one works in December. You go into Christmas, the week between Christmas and New Year's, no one does anything. And then like, sure, you got New Year's resolutions and people like starting like 1 January, but like people are still on vacation, still traveling back home. I feel like it's middle of January where everyone's like, all that's over. And like, I'm actually in the new year. And it's like, why are you throwing me a game on a Monday at 9 p.m. on January 19th? Like I got 19th. Stuff to do, you know? No one listens to us. I mean, actually, like a lot of people do every week, but they don't implement what we say. But
like important people who make decisions.
Yeah. I mean, Secor might listen once he finds out about Sec Trash.
Yeah,
he's gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh, my priorities have been off.
Love you. Yeah.
I need to rewrite that guidance.
You guys think Sec Trash is available on Twitter? Let's see. I guess that's technically it's SEC trash.
SEC trash.
It's called
might be some Big Ten guy.
It's called the SEC sucks. Would you be scared to play South Carolina? Neither is anyone else. No, we won't respond to haters. Go burn your trailer instead. Join July 2014. Location, the South. Following 246
shots fired.
I love.
Dang.
Here's his tweet from December 3rd, 2014. Alabama fans living on titles won with their leather helmets when Army was on top while conveniently forgetting about Price, DuBose, Shula years. LOL. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, Sec Trash. I guess that's hard, but we'll get it. I'll get it. Don't worry, fans. I'll get Sec Trash.
Yeah, we'll reach out to that guy. We'll,
Yeah. Well, you don't have to. Now you can just pay money. You can just pay money and buy handles that aren't used now.
Oh, if it's like dead.
It's like if it's like an old handle, it's like, yeah. Elon fixes everything. He fixes the internet.
Good for him.
It's incredible.
Good for him. All right,
should we talk NFL? Go some NFL picks.
Let's do it.
Did you guys watch the Bears last night?
I watched a decent amount of it.
Did you watch Caleb Williams? Did you watch him run 20 yards backwards and then just at the last second turn and heave it and throw a dart touchdown?
I saw that.
Yeah, it made me want to paint my fingernails.
That was insane.
And then
he throw a
lost the game by throwing a pick. Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess I won't.
3 picks in that game.
Yeah, bad.
But I mean, hell of play. Can't deny that.
Yeah, cardiac Bears. So we got Rams, Seahawks. Seahawks look really good.
Dude, they did.
And we got Pats.
What was the final score of that one? I missed that game.
I want to say it was 41-6. Yeah, 41-6. It was
could have been worse.
Well, they ran back the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And then dude, they just beat the living crap out of them. It was a beat.
And like 49ers are like
a hot team.
Pretty good.
They're pretty they were hot.
Pretty banged up though. A lot of players out, and I think they kind of like hit that point where it was like, oh, yep. Turns out when you don't got 5 of your 10 best players,
kind of need
you hard to go up against another team that's hot right now in the playoffs.
I guess are you projecting a Seahawks Patriots showdown right now?
I think we had to do picks. But before we do picks, I will say, because we got to do Trey's picks of the weeks. I will say, Patriots fans. A lot of people were texting me during the game. A lot of Pats fans, and before we played the Texans, everyone's talking about Bo Nix breaking his ankle, and they're like, "We're going to the Super Bowl," and I was like, "We got to beat the Texans," and like I am really nervous about the Texans, which we did. And then now people are like, all the non-fans like easy path for you guys to the Super Bowl. And it's like, I don't know. Isn't the Denver quarterback an Auburn guy?
He is. I mean,
once was.
Well, Bo Nix once was, but then Jarrett Stidham was a Baylor transfer to Auburn guy. Had a couple good seasons. I liked him when he was there. Like, I don't know.
Wait, is he the backup quarterback?
Yeah, so it may be my childhood.
It's just Auburn quarterbacks.
Which is watch Green Bay decimate the Patriots in the Super Bowl. And then 2001, watch Drew, you're 0-4 and watch Drew Bledsoe get injured. And you think like, we're just doomed. We're just terrible for the rest of our life. And then here comes this backup quarterback named Tom Brady who does it. So like, I don't know how Patriot fans are so like, oh, we're just going to walk through them. They don't have their quarterback. It's like, the dynasty was built on the backup quarterback coming in and being great. So I feel like I'm more nervous.
Yeah, and it's like, hasn't this script played out where a backup quarterback beat the Patriots in a Super Bowl? So it's like,
yep,
not so fast.
Also playing in Denver is always tough.
True.
Everyone talks about playing places that are tough, but like, I think Chicago, Soldier Field was the real deal. I think they're the last people that don't heat the field.
Interesting.
But the New England game was even sloppy in New England, but they heat the field now, so there's like less snow. But it was sloppy. I mean, there was Drake May had 3 like pass/fumbles, like cock in the arm gets hit kind of deal.
Yeah.
So cold weather ball, definitely a thing. I said to my wife during it, I said, I've done so many things in the Marine Corps that are so cold, and I hated them. And I can't imagine like playing football. That would suck. But altitude,
terrible.
Altitudes, that's a whole new thing. So I don't know. I'm not counting. I think we win. Like I do believe the Patriots can make it to the Super Bowl, but I don't think it's a shoe-in. But now it's time for Trey's Picks of the Week, where we pick, as we've always done every year, the AFC and NFC champions and predict your Super Bowl so that you know what you're doing in February. And me, Grant Broggi, is going to start us off. I got the Pats beating the Broncos in a much closer game than you want, 27-24. It's going to be tied towards the end. Pats are going to kick a field goal in true Patriot fashion, probably like a 54-yarder. They're going to win 27-24. And I got the Seahawks beating the Rams. And I need it because I need May to get that MVP over Stafford. But I just think it's going to happen. I think the Seahawks are a good team. I got the Seahawks beating the Rams. I got Patriots, Seahawks Super Bowl, which I don't want. I'd prefer Patriots, Rams. Seahawks, probably don't forget. Patriots with that goal line interception with old Russell Wilson. So I'd prefer to play the Rams, but I think we got Patriots, Seahawks. You heard it here. Seahawks win. They just win. Okay. I'm not going to guess that score. They win. Trey, it's your picks of the week. What do you got?
I don't think I have no idea, but I would say you said altitude. I don't think altitude, if you're that level of athlete, I don't think altitude is going to affect you that much. I think these guys are just
as an athlete, studs, I agree.
So. Yeah, you would know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, I think the altitude probably going to get to him a little bit, so I'm going to go with the Broncos right there, taking that one.
Broncos.
Oh, no, I'm just joking. I'm messing with you. Yeah, no, I think Patriots going to win. I think that Bo Nix injury is going to definitely hurt him. That dude was playing pretty well, so that's a lot of pressure for Jarrett Stidham then. I didn't realize he was the backup. So I'll go Patriots, and then I don't know, man. I feel like the Rams, they just always seem to just find a way. So I think I'm going to go Rams over the Seahawks. Again, partially out of spite.
Because
I prefer
the 12th
it,
man.
Yeah,
you think the 12th man looks better in green? And blue.
Oh,
I agree.
You better be careful now, Jeff.
Seattle created the 12th man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, their long history that dates back to the Civil War, the Seattle Seahawks.
You better be careful. An old Southern lawyer is going to come and litigate y'all.
I do declare.
Hey, it'd be good press for the podcast.
Speaking of Southerners, and this podcast is powered by the Strength Corps, I done did a squat and deadlift clinic last Saturday in the gym, and I had the cameraman there, so I was slinging a lot of extra stuff to the camera, thinking about those YouTube videos and the reels. And there was one point where I was trying to explain in the deadlift and making your arms really long and straight. And I said, has anybody here ever towed a truck? And I was surrounded by Californians, and they were like, a Cyber truck? And I was like, no, a truck. Like, you ever been bogged down in the mud They were like, no. I was like, well, if you were to get bogged down into the mud, I would back up in my Chevrolet truck while you was in your Toyota that was done stuck because it's made in Japan. And I would back up and I would take the chain and I would throw the chain in the mud with my rubber boots and I'd hook it up to the front of your truck and I would get back into my truck and I would open the front door and I would lean out and I would be inching forward and I would say, tell me when it's tight. And you would say, the chain's tight now. And I would go, oh, it's tight now. And then I would hit the accelerator. And that's exactly how you deadlift. You pull that chest up till your arms are long and straight and tight. And then you push your feet against the floor. And I didn't think anything of it. And the seminar ended and all the coaches were hanging out. They were like, dude, what was that frog horn, leg horn? Like what was that? And I was like, huh? They're like, can you do the whole seminar in that voice? And I was like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, of course I can.
I do declare.
All right. We're going to do speed picks and get us out of here. Jeff.
I'm picking Seahawks and Patriots.
Seahawks, Patriots. You got it. Trey, bring it down for a landing.
All right. This has been episode 09 Tree of the
Okay
podcast.
Okay.
Auburn. As always, we're powered by Auburn and most importantly, the Strength Company. The Strength Co. Love it, as you can see behind you. As always, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Mr. BW Tax, good guy, better at taxes. Mr. Helmet, Green Gridiron Green. Bunch of great helmets, as you can see. If you're not watching on YouTube, that brings me to that. Get there. Or as I learned today, you can also watch on Spotify. Pretty cool. Love to see you there. Have a comment. Give us a follow. Love to interact with you on that. Let me see. If you are looking down in the comments section, you will also see in the show notes a link to the Slack channel. Use code OK, get yourself a little discount for the Strength Co. Slack channel. You can ask about lifting, life. I have started a love channel on the Slack channel, so now we can talk about love.
It's great.
The love channel. I love you.
As
Spock always said.
I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love you. As Spock always said. Also, what am I missing? Oh, yeah. Most will probably go to www.theokpodcast.com. You'll find all the social media links there for the OK Podcast.
It's true.
Give those a click. Give those a follow. Love to see you there. We got a lot of good content on there of us being silly, goofy, and really not serious at all. Outside of that, Coach, did I miss anything?
Jeff, can you play that quick ad read?
Oh, I always play the ad reads. It's tradition.
Yeah, you play the ad read.
As you always.
And then Trey can leave. You just click play and you hold it.
I'll say two things. Number one, no one's paying me to say anything. I receive one paycheck only, and it's from the United States government. Nothing to say anything at all, because I have no actual different interests in this company. So I say that. With number two, just based on what I've heard, what I thought sounded pretty cool about that was if you call, you get a real person. You're not going through like a little chat box or trying to get someone there. It's small enough where you call. I actually get some assistance. I thought that sounded pretty cool.
Jameson, we think that sounds pretty cool too. Spoken like a true lawyer. Hey, thanks for tuning in to episode 093 of the OK Podcast.
Okay.
Go follow us on Twitter. Say some funny things that I can read. Yeah, and not be ashamed by my mother. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.